from you guys. All I need is for you guys to answer me. Yes, no, and if you'll understand, right? We're going to start off with 2D trig, but we need to understand that 2D trig deals with right angles. Okay. Now, when we deal with right angle triangles, it's quite simple. What's the first thing that was supposed to come to mind with a right angle triangle? So the first thing that was supposed to come to mind with a right angle triangle was Pythagoras. So 2D trig is about right angle triangles. Okay. Now, when I talk about right angle triangles, the first thing we think about is Pythagoras, correct? So let's start with Pythagoras, but also let's start with labeling our triangle. My triangle is not very good, but it's fine. You guys, math mark is not very good as well. So this is 3, 4, and this is unknown. Shade, how would I calculate the unknown side?
Theorem of Pythagoras.
So my formula that I use is r squared equals to x squared plus y squared. You guys can use x squared. You could use a, b, and c. You could use hypotenuse, adjacent, and opposite. It doesn't really matter. As long as you understand directly opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, then we're good. Okay, let's go with r squared equals to 3 squared plus 4 squared. This would equal to 25, and r squared equals to 5. Okay, let's stop at this point here. Gabby, Yashna, Christy, unmute your mic. Do you understand so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Gia, Vishaya, and Karuna, are we good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now what we need to understand is that Pythagoras works a little bit differently when we have the hypotenuse and when we have the other sides. Because sometimes in the question, they would give you the hypotenuse. So what happens now is we continue normal. R squared equals to x squared plus y squared. R squared is 25. Let me write it properly. Which equals to x squared, which is 3 squared, plus y squared, which I don't know. This is 25 equals to 9 plus y squared. Okay? This is 25 minus 9 equals to y squared. This would be 16 equals to y squared, and y equals to 4. I'd also like you guys to understand that whenever you square root something, it's plus or minus 4. But for now, just for the teaching, I think we can get away with just using 4. Now, this is more grade 9 and 8 work, and it's really important for 2D trig. But the more important part is understanding how do we label a triangle and why is it important? So we're going to start with a right angle triangle, but I'm going to do your homework because a lot of you did not understand the questions from your homework. But we're going to label this triangle as, let's put it as MIS. Okay. Right. Let's put some points. Let's go with 3. Let's go with 4. Let's go with 5, and let's put theta here. Okay. Mia, you help me with this? Mia, in terms of theta, which would be opposite? Okay, Mia.
4 is opposite, 5 is hypotenuse, and 3 is what's the other one? Adjacent.
You know what this triangle stands for? MIS. It stands for Mia is sleepy.
That's not true.
Maybe. Well done, Mia. I'm happy with that. Now, why is it important to label opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent? It shouldn't be that important normally, but in terms of trig, we can use different ratios. We can use so, ka, and toa. Now, so stands for sine, equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos stands for, well, adjacent over hypotenuse. And tan is opposite over adjacent. Now, the moment that you learn this, the rest of 2D trig is just about understanding the triangles. And going forward, it is quite simple. Okay, so let's go with a very basic triangle, this exact triangle. Let's go with this triangle. Let's go with Karuna. Karuna, unmute your mic for me, please. Okay. Karuna, you're gonna pick a random number for me. Go for it.
5.
Okay, let's put 5 there. Let's put, where would you want to put theta? On the top or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom, let's put it there. Pick theta.
20.
Okay, Karuna, you're gonna help me with this question. In terms of 20,
Yes.
where is opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent?
MI is opposite.
So that's opposite.
MS is hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
And IS is adjacent.
Adjacent. Now, guys, this is the rules for 2D trig. It's not proper rules. I made this up, but it works. The rule is to write down what you have and then write down what you want to calculate. That's all. So let's go, Karuna. What do we have? What is given to us?
Opposite.
Opposite is given to us. Let's put a tick. What else?
Theta.
Okay, the angle is given to us. Let's put a tick. And what would you like to calculate?
Hypotenuse.
You want to calculate the hypotenuse. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with this. Now, in terms of SOHCAHTOA, what uses O and H?
Sine.
Well done. Okay. Sine uses O and H. So again, sine of 20 has to equal to O over H. So let's substitute what we have. Sine of 20 equals to opposite, which is 5, over H. How would we solve this?
I forgot.
No problem. I'll help you with this. So let's forget about all the complicated stuff, right? Let's put this as Karuna equals to 7 divided by x. Okay, I'm joking with the Karuna thing. Let's put it as 14. What would happen is the opposite of division is multiplication. So we would take it over as 14 times x equals to 7. And then the opposite of multiplication is division. So when we take it over again, we get it as 7 over 14. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we'll take the h over as multiplication, right? So this becomes h times sine 20. And that equals to 5. Gabby, you good, Gabby? I think, Gabby, you also voted for like 8 o'clock or something, one of you. You didn't vote for 8, but you was part of the vote. And then h equals to 5 over sine 20. And what is this answer?
14,62.
14,62. Confirm for me, two people.
14,62.
Okay, so we okay with 14,62. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Let's go with another example. Karuna, you pick somebody.
Shade.
Always.
Shade. Pick your number, Shade.
Like any number.
Yeah.
6.
6 there. Pick your angle.
30.
Okay, you pick special angles, but it's fine. Right. In terms of your 30, where's opposite? Jason and hypotenuse.
Opposite will be IS.
Yeah.
Hypotenuse will be MS.
Right.
And adjacent will be MI.
Okay. Adjacent would be MI. Now, what's going to happen today is what do we have?
We have an angle.
We have an angle.
And we have the hypotenuse.
What do you want to calculate?
I want to do opposite.
You want to do opposite, okay? So for Karuna, we stopped at one example because I'm just doing one just to teach you guys. But generally, you would have to do both. But let's go with Shade. Shade wants to do opposite. So how do we use opposite?
You use a ratio. So
Which one do we use?
Sine.
So we're going to say sine of 30 equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Sine of 30 equals to opposite over 6. And then how do we take it over?
Can you take the O over as times?
You can't take the O over.
Okay, then I'll take the 6 as times.
6 times sine 30 equals to O. And then?
And then you work out 6 times sine 30, which is 3.
Yeah, pick a person.
Yashna.
Okay. Yashna it is. Yashna, let's work together, Yashna. Yashna, you and I, let's focus on, see, my rule is do not use what you calculate first. Like I know there's a 3, but Shade can be wrong. So I know in this question she's not wrong because I helped her with it. But I'm saying in the exam, she could have been wrong. So where you don't have to use your answers, don't use it. So try and use what the school gives you, what the exam paper gives you, unless you don't have a choice. So Yashna, let's start with what the question has. Or what were we given?
The angle and the hypotenuse.
Angle and the hypotenuse. And what do you want to calculate? Well, you got no choice here, but what do you want to calculate? Adjacent. And what uses adjacent?
MI.
Okay, MI is adjacent. What ratio uses? A and H.
Tan. Opposite
Nice.
over adjacent.
Okay, I understand what you're doing. So I got no problem with opposite over adjacent if you're confident that you got it right. Okay, so I generally would use cos, but tan we can also go with tan. I can go with tan, right? So if I was calculating, it would be fine because I know for the fact I double check and I would have got it right. But again, with you guys, I'm saying try your absolute best to only use what your school gave you, like these ones and these ones, unless you have no choice. But again, it's fine. I'll go with 10 because you picked it. So 10 of 30 has to equal to opposite over adjacent, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and we can substitute opposite because Shade calculated opposite, which is 3 over A. And then how do I solve? Do you know?
You take the 3 over and you multiply it by tan 30.
Nice try. Nice try. So the general rule is anything on the top can't be moved. So even with Shade, so like here, let's just put x equals to 3 over y, just as a random thing. You see, this 3 on the top in terms of algebra law. So I'm going to redo algebra very, very soon. After I'm confident you guys get an A for term 3. But this one is not allowed to move because it's stuck. Only the bottom of fractions are allowed to move first. So if we want to take this over, we'd go over with times. And we go with tan 30 times A. And that equals to 3. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. Now, times, the opposite of times would be division. I generally don't pick the newest students to answer as yet because I didn't teach you all of this, but Shade was being a bit mean and she picked you, so it's fine. You can pick her.
I like Yashna.
Yeah, you can pick her for, don't worry, Yasna, you can pick her for all the difficult level 4 questions.
I
Okay.
will.
But I don't really care about wrong answers. That's the one thing I want you to understand. I don't care if you get it wrong. I also don't care if you ask me 100 times to do the same thing. I'll do it and we'll find different ways to do it. So it's fine. I'm happy that you're not scared to answer. Even though most of us sound sleepy. But okay, Yashna, pick a person, Yashna.
Gabriella.
Oh, the problem is I got two Gabbies. I got an extra sleepy one and I got a new one.
Sine equals opposite
Sine.
over hypotenuse.
Okay, well done. Sine 60 equals to opposite, which is 7 over h. Do you know how to solve for h?
I think so.
Go for it.
You take h over and you divide 7 by sine 60.
You're correct. So now you can memorize that when the unknown is on the bottom, you can just divide. But for now, don't do anything complicated. Later on, when you're comfortable with it, what's your answer?
8,08.
Well done. 8,08. Well done, kiddo. Tezia, who did you pick? Gia, I think.
Yes.
Okay, Gia Manoli. Let's go with this question. So, Gia, what do we have in this question?
We have the opposite and the hypotenuse.
Okay. Okay, I accept that. I think you're missing something, a little bit of something, but okay. Sorry, guys. I accept that, but okay, we have the opposite and the hypotenuse. Let's leave it. And we have an angle as well. Now, this is what Gabby did, or Tezia did, right? But now, what do we need to calculate here?
The adjacent.
We need to calculate the adjacent. So what would you like to use?
Opposite and adjacent, which is tan.
Okay, I'm fine with that as well. So that it's okay for now. So tan of 60 is equal to the opposite over adjacent. And then tan of 60 is equal to 7 over adjacent. Do we understand?
Yes.
And how do we solve for A?
So you take the A over to the tan side and multiply it, and that leaves 7 alone. And then you divide both sides by tan 60, and A equals 4,04.
Show times 1060. Okay. So I am I'm generally happy with that. Well done, kiddo. Right. Let's go pick a person, Jia.
Karuna.
Karuna it is. Karuna, you have been picked. Karuna,
Yes.
for this triangle, I don't know why they keep picking you, Karuna. Normally it's Mia. Everybody just picks Mia to answer all the questions, but for now, Mia is not getting picked over there. But Karuna, when we label this triangle, where does it go?
IS is opposite, MS
Correct.
is hypotenuse, and MI is adjacent.
Yes, and it is. Okay, what do we have and how do we calculate?
We have a hypotenuse and we have the angle
What do you want to calculate?
adjacent,
Okay, and what uses A and H?
cos.
Well done. So cos of 45 equals to A over H. Cos of 45 equals to A over 3. How do we solve this, guys? The 3 is in the bottom now. Please pay attention. How
Take
would
the
you
3
solve?
and multiply it.
And that's done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is this answer?
2,12.
2,12. Okay, I'm gonna pick the last person. Christy. Unmute your mic, Christy. You're gonna help me with this question. Okay, Christy, what do we have? What was given to us in this question?
The angle and the hypotenuse.
Angle and the hypotenuse. And what do we want to calculate?
The opposite.
Okay, what uses opposite and hypotenuse?
Sine.
Okay, so Chrissy, you also don't sound like a morning person, but sine of 45 equals to opposite over hypotenuse, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then sine of 45 equals to opposite over 3. How do I solve?
You take the 3 over and you multiply it by sine 45.
That's fine. And the final answer would be?
4,24.
Okay. Double check that one for me. Three times sine 45, double check.
No, it's I think it's 2,12.
That's better. This is a tricky one because you'll pick 45 and you'll need to understand that both sine and cos have the special angles of 45, which is the same, but we can always talk about that later. Okay, so the next group of people that would go would be David, would be Yashmika, would be Laika, and Anastasia. You guys would help me with the level 4 questions, okay? Anastasia, well done, Anastasia. You're working very fast with this. I like it. Okay. Today you're supposed to send me a picture a while ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it now.
Okay. So, if I am not mistaken, your homework was not a very fun topic for you guys. Karuna, correct? I don't think your homework was very fun.
It wasn't.
So, we're going to do it, right? But I'm going to pick the difficult question. And then we'll work on the easy questions. I'd like to show you what these questions look like, but I would also like to show you exam papers are not as bad as this old textbook. I want you to understand your textbook is really old. So learn from exam papers, guys. Exam papers are the best to learn from. But we're going to start, right? The four of you are generally going to help. I'm going to use 2-2. So let's go with David. You find it helping out with this question?
Yeah.
Okay, so David and Anastasia. Anastasia, you find it helping out? You can speak.
Is this
If
from
you
a school
can't,
textbook?
most likely.
Uh,
Most likely it is. This should have been your homework, right?
yeah, from school.
Yeah. Yeah, Shade sent it to me last week. Your school textbook. Okay, so it'll be David and it'll be Laika. You see, firstly, before we just sing, let's start reading the question. Okay. It says in the following figure, AB represents a lamp pole. So it's basically one of your street lights. Laika, we find?
Yeah.
Okay, it's basically one of those street lights, right? They told us the street light is 25 meters. They told us two cables from the top of the pole are anchored at points C and D. Okay. They also told us from A, the angles of depression is C and D. Right? That means it's decreasing, it's not increasing. They gave us angles 75 and 67, and they want us to calculate the distance between CD. Now, this, David, is where application comes in because you asked me if we should calculate everything. In my examples, we was calculating everything, right? That's fine. That was my examples. But the thing is, in the exams and in level 4 questions, it's not about calculating every single thing. It's about calculating what you need. Now, David, if you and I just look at this triangle, okay, we don't have to focus on everything. But how many right angle triangles can you see?
Uh, uh, one.
Oh, okay, you can see one. That's fine. Which one can you see? Label it for me.
ABC.
Okay, you can see ABC. I'm fine. Laika, can you see any other right angle triangle? Laika. If not, that's fine as well. But
Would it be the top?
it wouldn't. But could you also focus on A,
ABD.
B, D? Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Laika, we good? I'm just speaking to
Yeah.
the two of you now. Okay, so we good. Now, you guys need to understand we can see ABC and we can see ABD. So there's two right angle triangles. The thing is, they gave us two angles and we don't know what to do with these angles as yet. Okay. So firstly, I would construct this line. So you see this yellow line that I'm about to draw? This line and the street, the floor, is parallel. And because they parallel, and they parallel because I made them parallel, now we can start to think a bit differently. Because if we use alternate angles, I know you guys don't like geometry, but if we use alternate angles, we can see that this is going to be 67 and that's going to be 67. Is that fine? David, is that fine?
Yes.
Laika, is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. Now, because I'm recording, I can remove this color. But again, if by some chance we use alternate angles again, right? And we went there, we went there, and we went there. Now we know that angle 75 has to equal to that. So angle 75 equals to there. let's stop at this point, right? Because I just broke up the triangle, but let's stop at this point. David, do you fully understand how I got these two angles on this triangle?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Laika, do you understand?
Yes.
Guys, let me stop my recording. It's a very haphazard recording.
Hello.
Okay, now again, I don't care for wrong answers, and questions are a little bit difficult at the start, but it's not always difficult, right? There's this house design, and they have a front view of the house is given, right? The length of the house is 15 meters. That's quite simple. That's fine. The exterior stairway leading to the roof is to form an angle of elevation of 30 degrees. Okay, that makes sense. Elevation means it's going up on that part. It doesn't really matter. The slanted part of the roof must be 9 meters. And there's a theta, T from W. Okay, cool. And WT equals TX. Okay, cool. So the information that they gave us, firstly, is WT equals to TX, right? So we know for a fact, Mia, that this is 9 meters, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we're fine. So I don't need much. Let's start off by how many right angle triangles can you see here before we start answering? Mia and Shade?
2.
1, 2. I can see more than 2 though.
If like
Oh, 4.
angle.
I can
Yeah.
see 4 because if this is a right angle, automatically that's a right angle as well. And if that's a right angle and that's hypotenuse, this one most likely is a right angle. We can assume. We're not supposed to assume, but I mean, we can guess, right? Let's start with what the question wants. They want us to calculate the length. Yo, that's squeaky. Calculate the length of the wall, WE. And leave the answer in the simplest third form. Okay? So they said third form. If you put in decimals, they might give you a break because they're being lenient after term two's marks. But generally, Mia, they want WE. So, like you can see, we don't need to calculate everything, but they want WE. So, Mia, we got angle 30, we got W, we got E, and we got K. Okay. This is 15 meters, right? They want this. They want this one here. Let's label the triangle, Mia.
WK is the hypotenuse.
I'm fine with that.
WE is opposite and EK is adjacent.
Okay, so what do we have, Mia? Mia, what's given to us in the question?
Oh, EK 15.
Okay, so EK is adjacent. We're given the angle. What do we want to calculate, Mia?
WE.
Which is?
Opposite.
Okay, I'm fine. What uses O and A?
Tan.
Where's Mia? 10. Okay, so 10 of 30 equals to opposite over adjacent. Tan of 30 equals to opposite over 15. And thus, opposite is equal to 15 times tan 30. Do we fully understand, Mia?
Yes.
And the answer would be? Five root 3 equals to opposite. Are we good?
8.66.
Okay, but you see, the thing is, I don't want you to get it wrong. Read the question, Shere. It said,
Round off to this. Yes. Okay.
no, it never said. It said, leave the answer in the simplest third form. So it means we're leaving it in third form. You'll understand it didn't say round off to 2 decimal places. So make sure to read the question. Now, let's go with the next one. We'll go with, let's go with Shade. So Shade, they want us to find theta. Theta doesn't seem too easy. Okay. It doesn't seem too easy, but we can calculate it. I think it is done, right? So let's go with WR. Is there any way for you to know what WR is?
I know the full length of WX is 15.
So it is 15. So what would half be?
15 divided by 2, which is 7.5.
So we know that this is 7.5 and 7.5. The reason is WX is equal to 15 because it's a rectangle. Therefore, WR is equal to 7.5. Well done. Now what do we do?
You see what you have.
So let's draw a mini triangle here. Guys, let's draw a mini triangle, guys. And this one I did not teach you as yet. I want to see what you guys do. That's T, R, W. We got 9. We got 7.5. Okay, what do we? Let's label, Shere.
Opposite is TR. Adjacent is WR. And hypotenuse is 9.
Okay. So, Shere, what do we have?
You have adjacent and hypotenuse, which is cos.
And what do we want to calculate?
When we calculate theta.
Theta. So cos of theta equals to A over H. Now, guys, this is how we solve for an angle. Okay, so cos of theta equals to 7.5 over 9. So theta equals to shift cos 7.5 over 9. And this answer is whatever Shade gives us. Now,
3.55, so 33 point.
I'm fine with 33.56, right?
Yeah.
Because we have to round off 2
Yeah.
decimal places. Now, what I'd like to tell you guys is this, and trig functions would be the most difficult section for this term. So I don't expect you guys to just get it right in the first try. I don't expect you guys to just understand everything 100%, but I did pick the most difficult section on purpose. Okay? So we can learn it, we can get it right, because each section this time is 20%. So there's no need to panic. If you don't understand, we got enough time to practice, but impossible for you guys to do well without us practicing, without us putting in effort this time. Shade, I'll let you pick the last person, Shade, for the last question. Don't pick any new student, but give them a break. You're going to scare them away.
Don't you just want me to do it, or you want me to pick someone?
Okay, since you offered to do it, you can go. So, they want the area of the triangle of W, T, X. Where's W? There's T and there's X. Okay. So there's W, T, X, right? W, T, T, X, right? There's T there. That's fine. This is 15. Or this is 7.5, 7.5, which is equal to 15, of course. And this is 9, and that's 9. Now, Shade, how do we calculate the area of a triangle?
Use the formula. I think it's half breadth times height.
Half base times height.
Yeah.
That's correct. Now we got the base, half of 15 times h, but we don't have the height. How do we calculate this height? Any idea how to calculate the height, Shide?
I know you're gonna
So-
use trig or something.
I would use theorem of Pythagoras.
Okay.
So this is 9 squared equals to 7.5 squared plus y squared. And this is 81 equals to. So again, I do understand it's a difficult section. But what I want you guys to try. And if we get it wrong, that's okay. I can help you with it.
56
That's
point. Oh, okay, you wrote it already.
I think this is 24.75.
24.75. And your final answer is 4,97. It doesn't say to round off, does it?
Doesn't say to round off.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is always read the question. Like always read the question. It's really important. There was another way to do this. I mean, we could have did it in a different way. But generally, this would be fine. 4,97, right?
Yeah.
So now we can go and substitute quite simply. Half of 15 times 4,97. And guys, this is the only level 4 part of your paper. The rest of it is not level 4. The rest of it is level 1, 2. Okay, I'm lying. The rest of it is level 2 and 3. It's doable. Stats should be level 1. Stats is quite simple. Probability and finance should be like level 2, 3. This is the only level 4 part of your paper. So if we can get this right, you're confident you're doing well. So I'm stopping our recording here. Well done, guys.